welcome to another Flossy Friday, and today is World Cross Stitch Day 2019. It is August 9th, and so yeah, that's really exciting to be doing a video on World Cross Stitch Day. Okay, so this is going out a little bit late because I really wanted to FFO my Wondrous mini gallery, and so I just finished that. So I will show that. I wanted to show it to y'all with and without the glass, mainly because, you know, glare and like seeing yourself in the reflection. So I was going to show it to you without the glass on, and then I'll quickly pop it in so you can see it. But before we get to the real exciting bit, let's talk about whips. Oh, I guess I should do a mini life update, shouldn't I? Yeah. So this last week, I didn't get as much stitching done as I would have liked to. Goal was to have Coffin paint done. I am really close to finishing it. In my eyes, really close. I probably have about 20 to 25% left of Coffin paint. I did start my September block, and I had another start as well, and finished the Wondrous gallery. But I had like a night or two where I really didn't stitch a whole lot. There's still some stuff going on at work. It was supposed to get resolved this week, and pray that it gets resolved on Monday. Anyways, because that will just be one less thing to worry about in life. And I wish I could go more into that, but I can't. So anyways, but I also had a death in the family, and I don't want to get upset. It's one of my family members from Maryland, one of my great aunts. I'm very thankful that I got to go and visit my family at Thanksgiving this last year. But it's really hard being away from my family when they're hurting, and it's just not possible for me to just drop things and go there. One, it just isn't really possible with my work schedule, and two, it's just not really possible monetarily. And that's just the way it is. But it is really hard when like your cousin is struggling and you can't be there for her. And the rest of my family, obviously. But I just wish I was there with them, and I think everything wrapped up today as well. So as far as all the different services and all of that for my great aunt. So it's just been one of those weeks where you just feel emotional, and there was definitely like a night or two where I did not want to stitch. So I didn't. Otherwise, aside from that and the work crap, things have been well. My face is like drastically healing, which is really nice. I might have a little bit of scarring, but I'm hoping that any scarring that I do have is like right here in like the crook of my nose. Because that's where it was the deepest. But yeah, otherwise, coming up this next week, I am going back home. I'm going to my dad's for Saturday night until like Sunday late morning-ish. Because his birthday is next week, and my family wanted to have a dinner. So, I'm going home for that. So I may not get as much stitching done tomorrow, like at all. I'm going to take something with me, but it just depends. Stitching at my dad's house is not my favorite thing to do, because he doesn't believe in turning on lights ever. and that's kind of an overstatement, but kind of also not an overstatement. Because during the day we have a lot of light that comes in, so, but not enough for stitching, because we also have a lot of dark paneling. So we have a lot of light coming, like enough to like do things without the light on, but not enough to stitch. And he doesn't want to waste electricity if he doesn't have to. And so he doesn't quite get the stitching thing. And my bedroom at night is just, it's uncomfortable to just sit on your bed and stitch. I know a lot of people that do that, but like I don't even sit in a chair to stitch, because it starts hurting my lower back really fast. And so I don't know, I'll probably do a little bit, but I don't know how much. So it'll mostly be tonight after I get all the things done, or off and on throughout the things, and Sunday whenever I get back. So, and then I'll be stitching like normal next week. So, okay, let's jump into it. We'll talk about the new start. So, this one's gonna throw you back, Katricia, just like whenever I randomly started the, the Scary Apothecaries. It's really funny. That video after I started those, Trisha wrote, and she said, you just pulled that out of nowhere. So I kind of feel like that's what I'm doing with this one, but so I had my Quilt Guild meeting for August on Monday, and I wanted to take something. I didn't want to take Scary Apothecary because I didn't want to have to deal with the fabric and like the holes in our meeting area. It just would have been like, I don't know, probably harder. It would have been more distracting and probably harder to see a little bit, but more distracting than anything, trying to kind of pay attention and also stitch. So I didn't want to take that. I actually really wanted to take my A Year of Celebrations and start September, but I couldn't find it. So I grabbed my autumn ABCs because I need to get this one done too this month. So I grabbed my autumn ABCs, and this is how much I got done at my meeting. I did have to pick out a little smidgen while I was sitting there, but I got that fixed. So I almost have the first word done. So yeah, that is started. And this is on 32 count Oaken Picture This Plus Lugana. So, and I did make my own color conversion. I can't remember if I put it on the blog at some point. It might have been in one of my latest posts. I'm not really sure, but I really want to be better at doing that more religiously. I will try to be better. That's the most that I can promise you. I will try to be better. I was trying to do weekly, and then I just couldn't keep up because I just couldn't. Because it's not easy to type up. It's harder to do it on my iPad, but all the pictures were on the iPad, but adding them is like, they go all wonky whenever you're uploading them on the iPad to Blogspot. So I would have to like add those and then get back on my laptop. It was an ordeal. So doing it weekly was just annoying. And then doing it monthly, I would forget things. So I haven't found a really good rhythm for myself for my blog, but I do know that y'all like to know my conversions and the fabric that I'm using and things like that. So I'm gonna try to be better. That's my goal, is to try harder. We'll see where that goes. Okay, the next one that I will show you is, I'll show you this one. Okay, so this is my Coffin paint, and if you remember, which maybe you don't, which is fine, but let me show you Coffin paint. Here's Coffin paint. I don't normally keep the patterns with me, but because these are so tiny, they've been in the little bag. but I normally don't keep the patterns in the little bag because I don't want them to get crumpled. But I have these in there for whatever reason, because I'm not really traveling with these, so I feel like they're gonna get less. But see the corners, it's irritating. Anyways, but this I meant to actually show you. Okay, so the only thing that I'm changing on this one is I have to put a white in the little eyeballs because of my fabric. The paint color of the orange, I changed to pink sparkles. So this is my Coffin paint. And this is on a 32 count even weave. And it's that printed fabric. I got it off of Etsy. And all 9 of the Scary Apothecaries are gonna be able to fit on this. So, I just want a little bit more pink. I don't know. It's not that the orange would have been bad, but I'm using only, I can't talk today. I changed up some of the colors a little bit to go better with the fabric that I picked. And instead of 10 different Krynics, I'm only using 7 in the series. And one of them is kind of more of like a wild card because I picked it just because I wanted to. So I don't even know if I'm going to use it yet. But in the series, in the real colors, there's like 2 different oranges. And the one that I have, which is this one right here, it didn't really look as good with the green. So that's why I picked the pink, but I really like it. So, I mean, I'm just doing like small tweaks like that, but you can see like, I have the back stitching of like, you know, the snarky words down here left. And then I need to do the purple outline in the word coffin. I have to do the purple before I do the little rays. So this is the order that I'm going in. I need to finish the green on this half. So I need to finish the green. Then I'm gonna do the little spiders because the little spiders have the purple color in the middle of them. Then I can do the little rays of sun, and then I'll probably, because then I gotta do the little like lines for the spiders, I'll do all the back stitching last. So that's kind of where I'm at and the order that I'm pretty confident I'm gonna go in. But I don't know why. There's other ones with like bigger chunks of like border like this, but for whatever reason, this one is just, it's just dragging for me. And I think it's because I love the whole series, but I think it's because this is probably my least favorite pattern-wise out of the whole series. So I think I'm just dragging on it but I'm glad to be doing it early in the series because once I like, you know, like power through this one, you know. Okay. Let's do still hands-on design. This is Bramble by Picture This Plus, 32 count Lugana. And this is A Year of Celebrations, September. It's really hard to show you the patterns picture because it's so tiny, but I am changing some stuff on here. So I haven't done any of the white yet. I'm saving that for last. So there's going to be like white in this little apple, but I decided to do a red and a green apple because gotta love a Granny Smith. The little worm is also supposed to be brown. I made him green because it reminded me of like the little bookworm worm. It's a game on your phone, Bookworm. It's really fun. You should check it out. Not sponsored, obviously. Let's see, what else am I changing? I'm changing the colors of the books. I'm changing up the owl a little bit. And my little banners, I'm doing in all the colors of the rainbow in rainbow order. Because I can. So I am making several changes, but I think it's going to be really fun. So this is how much has gotten done in 2 days. Because like I said, there was a couple of days at lunch that I couldn't stitch, and then there was a couple evenings where I didn't. But I started this, I worked on it today, and I started it on Wednesday. So this is not bad for 2 days worth of stitching. I'm actually quite impressed with it. It is going a lot faster than I thought that it would. So I'm really excited to see more progress on this guy. So yeah, there is the start of September, and that looks like it's a D, but it's definitely a B. So I didn't realize that this was flowing backwards. Huzzah. Okay, so the moment we've all been waiting for. The wondrous mini gallery is complete. I am so excited for this. It takes up the whole frame of the video. But the wondrous gallery is complete. I absolutely love this. This is why I wanted to show this to y'all without the glass on, but I will pop it in to show you what it's gonna look like. And I have like an idea of maybe putting like the little small like LED like twinkle lights at the bottom, but I haven't decided. And I did leave them in order 1 to 6 and then 7 to 12. I'm not gonna edit that out. I did leave them in order of as stitched, and I just think they look fantastic in the order that they came out in, and I think they look so good together. This is the 7x19 shadow box frame from Hobby Lobby, and it was $23.99, so $24, and I got it whenever it was on the 50% off, so I got it for $12, so not bad at all. And I was originally trying to put them in with little pins, and that didn't work very well, so I did hot glue them down to the back felt, but I also did still put a felt backing on all of them, which mostly like just re-tacked down all of the threads and stuff and made sure that everything was copacetic basically. So anyways, I absolutely love this. I'm so glad that it's done, and let's just pop it into the frame for a minute, and then you can see it for yourself because it's amazing. All right, so there she is. And I'm gonna put this in my room, so it's gonna be like a little miniature gallery on my bedroom wall. So like I said, I thought about putting in some of those little, you know, LED lights. The only thing is I would have to find a way to pop the cord out, but they have such big battery packs, and they're wider than this, or else I would just tuck them on the bottom. But they're wider than that, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might not put anything in it. I'm not really sure. I'm still debating on that, but this is what it looks like, and I cannot be more thrilled. Anyways, I'm very, very excited to have this done. Like I said, I literally just finished this, so I don't have any photos of this yet on Instagram or anything like that, but I will be sending some like videos and photos to the designer as well. I don't believe they are up in her shop yet, and she at one point did tell me that she was going to try and create an Etsy to make it easier for like buyers all over the world, because her current website is in Russian, so it's really hard to navigate through unless you put on the Google Translate thing, but then even then not everything translates super well. So she said that she was working on putting an Etsy shop together, so I'll ask her for more information on where she's at with that, and hopefully if that's already up, or when it does go up, I can update y'all and let y'all know. But just remember that you would only get gallery 1 through 10, the 11 and 12 piece, which is the Birth of Venus and the Battle for Europe, were just for those of us who stitched along in the challenge. So you would get number 1 to Girl with a Pearl Earring. So that is something to keep in mind. But I'm in love with this series. I'm in love with how it came out. I kind of had a vision from the get-go, and it's just seeing it put together though is even more stunning and more than I could have asked for than I ever imagined. Like, it's better than I pictured, and that's what I pictured. So is kind of the better way to say that. But anyways, I hope that y'all have a fantastic World Cross Stitching Day, a fantastic weekend and week, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.